And Cedric Haynes is watching the forecast for you this afternoon.
And he can tell us how much rain we've already received. Cedric.
Yes, Cindy, I'll tell you what, many areas have picked up anywhere between 1 to 3 inches of rainfall. That was basically kicking off late Saturday night, and then at Sunday afternoon we had those scattered showers and storms move through, and then all day today we've just had a widespread soaking rainfall from an area of low pressure moving through the area. So as we look at the weather headlines here, now that the rain is coming to an end, one thing I want you to be on alert for, especially if you're going to be out and about driving later on this evening or tonight, watch out for some of that patchy dense fog that we're likely going to see across the area, especially near some of those lower levels that kind of dip down, and that moisture is able to kind of start to evaporate. You'll likely see some of that patchy fog showing up across the area. Also, as we go into your Tuesday, look for warm and humid conditions. It's going to be fairly humid because we're going to see the sunshine coming back out in some spots, and as that sun comes out, it'll help to evaporate some of that moisture that's falling in the ground. So therefore, the humidity levels will again be on the increase across the area, and that all leads to our next chance of rain that we're going to be looking for as we get towards later this week, because we do have a few more rain chances. So as it's been dry lately, this has definitely been something that we've needed, some good soaking rainfall without the severe weather. It's just been a general rain, and for the most part we're going to be looking at more of that to come as we go throughout this week. So as we look at the radar now, you can see the last of the widespread rainfall clearing the area, moving on off towards the east and northeast, and you can see that now pushing up into northeast Tennessee over towards western North Carolina. So if you know someone heading up the road towards Knoxville, they're going to still run into some rain for the next few hours. But off to the west and southwest, notice just a couple of sprinkles and some patchy areas of drizzle out there, but the widespread rain has come to an end. Let's show you where it is still raining again as you go towards the east of Murphy, heading over towards places like Franklin, North Carolina, and then heading up towards north and east now of Athens. We've still got some widespread rain, so up towards the Nyota area, heading up 75 there, passing the nuclear plant there. You're going to run into a few spotty showers showing up across the area. And then down here across the Chattanooga metro area, notice things for the most part drying out. Now, the radar has a hard time sometimes seeing some of the drizzle that's below the actual beam of the radar. So don't be surprised if there's still some patchy areas of drizzle coming down, but again, most of the rainfall has basically moved out of the area. So again, all this moisture was associated with this area of low pressure, which if you were watching Clay Smith yesterday, he showed you this area of low pressure was down into the northern Gulf of Mexico. And the Hurricane Center was actually monitoring this, giving it a very slight chance of development. Of course, it did not actually develop into a tropical system, but that low pressure brought tropical moisture right up Alabama into Georgia and into southeast Tennessee. And that brought us, again, that soaking rainfall that we got to endure. And again, we were on the what I'd call the cool, stable side of the low pressure. So it was all rain, but areas to the east, notice all these flashing boxes. Those are severe thunderstorm warnings. And that's because they're seeing severe weather with this system. But again, outside now, things are slowly improving. The clouds beginning to lift a little bit as well. So we're starting to see a little more brightness showing up outside. But still, it has definitely been a soaking of a rain day across the area. Temperatures, because of the clouds and rain, not able to really warm up much. So we've got those numbers here in the lower 70s across the valley areas, still hovering in the 60s in the higher elevations. In fact, Altamont sitting at a cool 61 degrees. That is way below normal for this time of the year. And we've got a little bit of a northwesterly breeze. So it definitely feels on the cooler side. If you have any plans this evening, again, for the most part, the rain chances have really come to an end. We'll keep the clouds around. Can't rule out a spotty shower or a patchy area of drizzle or two out there, but overall, things are improving out there with foggy conditions developing overnight. And watch out, because some of that fog may be a little on the dense side there for us as we drop into the upper 50s to lower 60s. Here's a look at your Storm Alert 7-day forecast. Again, we're not done with the rain. There is still another chance of rain, especially late Tuesday heading into Wednesday. And then the best chance of rain this week, another widespread soaking possible on Thursday with the cold front. Then drier air builds in for the weekend. Guys.